Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Wow, I love that epic beginning. Hey, thank you. It is Friday night. Thank you for joining us. It is time for the Burning River Browns talk here on the Fanatical Elves Network, a subsidiary of the Fans First Sports Network. What's so funny?
It's so funny. It was supposed to play, I think, in the beginning, and it's so funny. It just comes blasting through like a DJ.
Oh, the intro?
Yes,
Oh, the intro?
you're
Yeah.
right. You look exactly like a DJ too.
Oh, I do? Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. DJ Beef Stew. So, thank you guys for joining us. Of course, hey, check out the sponsor of the show. Click on the link, Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. Click on the link, order up some coffee. Tell them Lou sent you. Obviously, I have a special guest tonight. I have Posh Clevelander, UFL expert, as well as got some news with the UFL coming, possibly a Columbus team expanding to. So UFL is going to be coming to Ohio. Sounds great. I'm appreciative of it. And also, we got some Browns news to cover. Injury report came out today. Who's going to play? Who's probably not going to play? We're going to talk about that. Preview the Packers game. Alpha Dog Unis. Great news on the stadium. We were real happy about that. And I was telling everybody to chill, take a pill. It's going to be fine. You remember when I said that in the beginning? It's going to be worked out. There's billions of dollars at stake here. My description of that whole thing was a popcorn fart, and that's what it was. So there we go. We had our popcorn fart. That was it. So construction's going to start, and I would say probably within the next 6 months. They said first quarter one. So quarter one, they're going to start actually moving dirt already. They're going to have a ceremony, an actual groundbreaking, probably January. Be nice and cold out there for them to dig dirt. so January in Brook Park, Ohio. But appreciative. Thank you. Also, hey, Posh, anything you want to plug that you got going on right now? Go right ahead.
Well, I'm on UFL sabbatical for my bougie girls, and been a caregiver with my boyfriend. So I've been taking a step back.
He's doing much better, which is great.
Yeah, he's doing much better. Thank you for your thoughts and prayers. But of course, occasionally I've been keeping an eye on UFL news. We'll get into that now. But first, the Browns.
First, the Browns. Okay, let's get right into it. Let's get it. Last night, the news broke. ODOT Aviation approved of the building permit, saying the structure is fine. A third-party arbitrator came in and said, this is bullshit, pretty much. This was approved. It's good. And they said, okay, we'll give it to them. I think what it was just somehow the city, because the person running the airport was a mayor appointment from Mayor Bibb, got to the state, wrote a letter. State said, hey, we can't give you the permit. There's a concern here. So they had a third-party arbitrator come in. That third-party person said, yeah, it's fine. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, so here we are. Here we are today, September 19th, 2025, and we're good to go. It's a go. Like it or not. Hey.
You said it.
Guess who we got? Mike is here. Hey, Mike from across the pond. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves the comment on the show. Hey, keep the comments coming. I remember you want to do a little postmortem on last week's game, because I mean, the first 6 weeks of this schedule when it came out, people knew it was brutal.
Gauntlet. It is a gauntlet. And you got Jawad learning to the blind side. It's a gauntlet.
It's and there's a lot of finger pointing. And people are ready to get rid of the coach after 2 games. But the thing is, I see it. There's this thing about the internet is you can see what's going on with other teams and other markets. Yeah, 2 weeks until the London game. That's right, Mike. can't wait. I'm going to get up nice and early to watch that. 9:30 a.m. here, kickoff. I think it's like 8:30 where you're at. Yeah, 8:30 in St. Louis for you. You're in St. Louis, right? You're in Missouri?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
St. Louis. Hence my sign. Don't take my team twice. My son made that
Don't
at
take
the
my team
last time.
twice.
Yeah, he made that for the last game. It was Browns at Rams.
Yeah,
Browns at Rams, 2015.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, the Rams, do you know the Rams were originally in Cleveland?
the Cleveland Rams.
There was the Cleveland Rams. This is the unique history. I'm gonna give you a little. I did an article about this a long time ago. The unique history of Cleveland football. We have 3 different NFL teams win 3 different world championships. 1926, the Cleveland Bulldogs won the NFL championship. 1945, the Cleveland Rams won the NFL championship. And 1950, the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
So it's interesting. It's very interesting. The Rams moved after 1945 because they knew the Browns were coming with the All-American Football Conference and they didn't want to compete with them, so they moved to Los Angeles.
Okay, that's how they got the Rams. Okay.
Yep.
Everything always starts with Cleveland and football. That's what I recently did I did a football watch inviting Colorado fans that are Shador fans. I invited them to watch a football life of Paul Brown. And I just amazed some of them because
A
all of them.
lot of coaches came from him. You're talking Don Shula, Chuck Noll.
Don Shula's right there on a football life, listening intently to Paul Brown. So Miami never would have had their perfect season without Paul.
Well,
Yes,
Pittsburgh, Chuck Noll played on the Browns.
yes, it
Chuck
showed Chuck Noll. Everything is tied to Cleveland when it comes to the football. Paul Brown invented. Don't get me started, but
Yeah, we could go all the way back. He's a well, he's a Hall of Fame coach. Everything he was really a pioneer of the game, and he was the pioneer of the NFL modern day offense. I mean, Otto Graham was the offensive coordinator of the Washington Redskins when they were in the Super Bowl against the Dolphins. So that tells you a lot.
Graham hurt.
Going back to last.
Otto Graham got hurt. That's the reason why we have a face mask. He invented the face mask.
Yeah, lots of things. But going back to last week's game, I mean, going into that fourth quarter, it was 20-10, and the wheels came off. And I remember listening to Quincy Kerr because I'll listen to Quincy Kerr and watch it on TV, and he's just pretty much saying the whole time they're playing with fire. They got to get this start. They got to get this. And eventually, the wheels came off. And he said, "Here it comes." It's like we kind of saw it coming. So, yeah, the defense. I mean, if you look at the stats, the defense played phenomenal against.
They're going to get tired. They're going to get tired. You can't just have a defense. We need everyone, the special teams, offense to show up. I don't know what I don't see them ever making adjustments. I don't see them. And then you can tell when the lights are just totally, even though
Yeah.
Kevin is very stoic, you can tell there's no adjustments. No, I don't know. Did they have less drops this time? It's like we took a step back. That's what was frustrating.
We need also turnovers would help too, because that's what Mike just made a point. Creating turnovers on defense would be. There was a couple close ones. We had a couple close interceptions.
Yes, we did. Yes,
So
we did.
I think it's going to come. The other thing too, the thing I think being able to sustain drives and stay on the field comes with running the ball. And now that we have Judkins here, and we got a really good taste of what he could do last week. Now he's going to get more involved. He's listed as a starting running back. They saw, okay, we could put him in there. So I think as these next couple of weeks go on, you're going to see the run game get more involved and the offense be more productive, predicated on having a good run game. I think having Judkins and Sampson is like a 1-2 punch. So I think that was the intent. It's just a shame what happened with Judkins, but it did. So we can't go back now. Plus, it's a shame because this whole 8-game losing streak that would have ended with week 1. The whole not being able to score 20 points that would have ended with week 1 if an extra point and a field goal was made.
Yes.
and we would have
That
won that game.
yes. I was on another podcast a couple of weeks ago. The UFL has taken a hit because negative news travels fast with Andre Schmidt, and everyone knows he's from the Battlehawks, the
Yeah,
St. Louis
he was
Battlehawks.
a Lou Groza Award winner. He's the best kicker in UFL.
Yes, but missing those crucial kicks really cost us the extra point and the
Yeah,
PAT, and it's just it really cost us. So, and negative news about your brand UFL traveled fast, and I want to touch on that later on when we talk about the UFL, what that triggered with me. But yeah, I did in preparation. That would happen the week that I went on another podcast talking about
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think they put it behind them. And now we're at home. The Packers are a very good team this year. I watched them play the first 2 weeks. Now they got a nationally televised game against Dallas next week. That's going to be very hyped. I think I believe so. Let me look at the NFL schedule real quick. To bottom of the fourth inning, Indians 2, Twins 0,
What's our magic number? 3.5, I thought.
something like that.
Yeah, I think I seen
Yeah,
3.5.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Boston Red Sox are losing. I think, are we competing with them, or the Yankees are losing too? Let me see. Mariners are winning 2-0. So I got to look at the standings. Hang on.
Yeah.
So let me just see. I told you how much I've been. Okay,
Mhm.
Boston. We're 1.5 behind Boston. We're winning. They're losing.
Okay.
So yeah, hey, every game counts. So
Hmm.
that's good. That's just where we're at now. We'll update you as you go. So not to lose track. Andre Schmidt injured his calf today. He's
Yes.
questionable. I didn't see any results on the MRI yet. So
No. No, not today.
Jack
So,
Conklin's questionable. Joel Batonio's questionable, and that's pretty much the big things right now.
so
Go ahead.
is it Hopkins kicking for us? Who do they say is kicking?
They didn't say.
They haven't announced it yet.
They
They
haven't
haven't.
announced it. No, they
Okay.
haven't announced it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I do want to concur on what you said with the adjustments, and I think it seems like there isn't. I know it just seems like the offense is struggling.
Yes.
Yeah, because when Joe Flacco throws the ball 48 times a game, that's not the design of this offense.
No.
That's not what it's meant to do. So don't get behind in the sticks, meaning don't get in the third and longs.
Mhm.
Don't get behind on the scoreboard where you're forced to throw. That,
Yeah. It is.
those are two things. Yeah.
It's just I don't. And let's not go backwards with it. They tried to make sure they weren't having so many drops. Let's not go backwards on that this week too.
No,
You know,
no.
um,
There's
you
stuff that
know.
has to be cleaned up. I'm liking that I'm not seeing penalties. I
Okay,
like that as
now,
much. Yeah. But I
now
think
talk
the
about
turnovers and the special teams has to stop. But go ahead.
now. Flacco needs a little time because he's not mobile. He's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not mobile, so he needs his more time with Dawad. This is you get. I get sometimes I get off of work and I feel like I said to the ex, I get off of work and sometimes I feel like I set my purse down and it's like your child is outside running
Yeah.
naked. When I look at the stuff going on with the Browns, I get off of work this week. The Denzel Ward gave this little press conference about cramps. Jawad DJ is talking about how he was hot. I'm like, what is going on with our
What?
organization?
What?
Dwight Jones was talking about he was out most of the game because of heat.
He missed 2 series.
He was here 2 series.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not
Because of
too
heat.
bad.
That's not so bad. Yeah, he was in for most of the game, but it's like 100 degrees on that field when you're
Okay,
playing and you're wearing the pads.
okay,
And then Denzel Ward was dehydrated and cramping up, which happens a lot at this time of
okay.
the year. So yeah. So let's see. I'm looking at something. Geez, some of these tweets are very vulgar. I can't repeat them. Uh, you were talking earlier this week, and I kind of want to touch on it. I'm waiting to see if there's any comments. Feel free to comment on this.
Mhm.
I don't think it's time to push a panic button.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wanted to get into that. Do
Yeah,
you?
because
I wanted to pick your
it's
brain about that.
we're 2 weeks into the season.
Hmm.
This wasn't. What were our expectations going in? What, seven
We
wins, six,
we
7 wins, maybe hopefully nine. And there's 10 winnable games on the schedule. And that includes the London game against Minnesota. I saw Minnesota play against Atlanta. If we can run the ball on Minnesota the way Atlanta did, we'll beat them
okay.
because our defense is better than Minnesota's.
This 7 game stretch is hard. I don't really see a win till Dolphins. If we can, I'm sorry guys.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't.
okay, okay. Let's just do it. We got the Packers. Then we go to Detroit. Then we go to
Uh,
London. And then we go to Pittsburgh. And then we play Miami. And then we play New England. We have the bye.
yes.
So yeah, I mean, if we somehow pull off 2 wins in the first 6 games, we'll be. That's actually a pretty good position. That would be a really good position. Anything could happen. You don't know. So I just want to see us run the ball better. I think if we run the ball better and take care of the football and take care of special teams and create turnovers, we'll be in a position to win with this defense.
Does Flacco have time? Does Flacco? What is our old line with Dewad learning his role and
And if
Antonio is
Conklin,
hurt?
yeah, Antonio's
Antonio.
hurt, and so's Conklin. Yeah, we'll find out.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's
To wind up against Micah Parsons, I mean, really?
exactly. We're getting ready
You
to
can't be put in
have.
obvious passing situations, and you have to scheme around it as best as you can. The play action when you're running the ball and you set up play action like it's third and 3, and instead of 3rd and 9, then they're like, okay, you could do the play action. Oh, they're going to run. Oh no, they're not. He does a play action pass, and there's Njoku's open down the middle. So
And off the record, I've been
yep,
doing.
got to get that pass count to 35 max. Right. He should be throwing the ball 48 times a game. He should not be. Like
Yes.
really, with that, there's less opportunities for interceptions and turnovers with by not throwing the ball as much.
Speaking
Go
of
ahead.
that, you can tell that he worked on the interception. You could tell
Yeah.
he was being so conservative. You could tell he really was working on that because Flacco did have a problem with that. You can tell he worked
The
on that.
Atlanta cut their kicker, the Young Hoo Koo, the Korean kicker. So everybody's thinking he should be coming to Cleveland.
Yes.
He missed field goals too. He missed kicks too.
Oh, that's why they cut him. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. A lot of kickers were struggling
Okay.
this season, but we will have to wait and see. I'm not making any predictions on Sunday. The new
Mhm.
Alpha Dog uniforms, because I'll tell you what, if we win the game, people are going to love the uniforms. If we lose the game, people are going to hate
Yes.
them.
Yes. It's a quite a change.
Yeah,
So do you
he
like
misses kicks indoors. Yes, he does, Mike. I've seen it. So yeah, send him to our stadium. Yeah, bring him in. But go ahead. What were you gonna
So
say?
Dude Wipes is the sponsor, and they named them the Alpha Dog uniform. So it's like you
Dude
really
wipes.
want the. And speaking of Dude Wipes, I got dude bomb. I really did. I did not plan this. I have a dude bomb left over from movie night. I went out on a date movie night, and these are my jeans from last night. But I got a dude bomb. Every time I go out, I always have one in my pocket or in my purse or whatever. But I didn't plan that. But the Alpha Dog uniforms, they gotta win, or else people will say they look like crap,
Yeah,
and they gotta win. They
yeah.
gotta
I'm looking at the Packers. Kraft, their star tight end, Kraft knee. It
win.
doesn't look like he's gonna play, but
Hmm.
let me see. Did he did not participate and he's questionable. So
Okay.
Packers major tight end, that's a big weapon for them. So that could hurt them for sure. The only
Hmm.
one I have out is Michael Hall. It looks like he had a setback from his knee.
Hmm.
Everybody else is pretty much questionable. With
Hmm.
let's see, yeah,
Anybody on
Denzel
the
Ward's
defense?
going to
There's
play.
anyone on the defense questionable?
No, not that I see. Hang on, uh,
Hmm.
Malik Malik Collins. No, he's a full participant today.
Hmm.
I see Conklin, Batonio, and DeAndre Carter. Okay, those are the three that are questionable, along with Schmidt. And no, everybody else is good. Malik Collins he missed one day of practice this week for a personal reason, but
Okay.
he was participating. So it looks good for us injury wise. And
Hmm.
just I'll tell you what, I think we didn't have the expectations of being a playoff team this year. So
Hmm.
starting out 0-2 against two very tough opponents, the Bengals are still very good, and we played very well against them. We should have won the game. But to start calling to replace coaches and GMs 2 games into a season, chill out. All right. If you want to wait till week 10 and we're 0-10, okay, yeah, then I'll hear you. But no, hold on.
Oh, stuffy.
Oh, very stuffy. Yeah, I kind of got
Yeah.
away from the mic when I did that. I hope I tried to, but it's like, guys, you're saying, oh, Andrew Berry can't make draft picks. This last draft class was really good.
Hmm.
You say he doesn't know what he's doing. Let's talk about that Travis Hunter trade. How's Travis Hunter doing in Jacksonville the first 2 weeks? How are the Jaguars doing? The only reason why they won a game was because they played Carolina.
Hmm.
All right, they are in trouble, and it doesn't bother me one bit because we got their first round pick next year.
That's
No,
awesome.
no, seriously,
Hmm.
so far we got Mason Graham and Quinshon Judkins
From that Jaguars pick.
from the Jaguars picks, as
Okay.
well as we got a first round pick next year, depending on where it lands.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
right
good
now it
one.
looks like we're winning that trade.
Hmm.
Mason Graham looks excellent. So does
Tiger
Carson
Club.
Schlesinger. Yeah.
Mhm.
What, what, now, when you say Mike, when you say I've hardly heard his name, to be honest, are you talking about Travis Hunter? I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's talking about Travis Hunter. Yeah, he really hasn't done much. Well, plus it's a big transition for a receiver. They were going to have him play defensive back and receiver. It's like you know how hard that is to do in the NFL.
You gotta
Yep,
fine tune it.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Travis Hunter. He was talking about Travis Hunter. Okay, yeah. I was at the stadium, Huntington Bank Field, when the
Hmm.
trade happened after the Journey concert. People were booing. They were mad. I said, wait a second. And Ethan, I had to talk Ethan off the ledge. I was like, Ethan, hold on.
Hmm.
Let's see what we got.
Hmm.
Then people started walking when we picked Mason Graham. We're like, oh, Mason Graham and Myles Garrett on that defensive line sounds pretty good.
Hmm.
And I was like, great. It was a great pick. We got
Hmm.
Carson Schlesinger. Then we got Quinn Shot.
The
You were with me
draft
that night.
this year. The draft really, I think we did a good job on the draft this year.
Yeah,
Based on what was available, yes.
and I think too, we're going to see by the end of the year, we're going to see Dylan Gabriel play more than just like a garbage time in a game. And I think eventually we'll see Shador Sanders play too. We're going to see what we got at some point in time. It's just not going to be now because there's no reason to throw him in this gauntlet. It does
Hmm.
nothing productive. There's a plan. Let
Hmm.
them execute the plan.
Hmm.
Take a pill. Relax.
They should follow the Steelers playbook. Follow the Steelers playbook. They rested Russell saying he was hurt during the toughest part of their season. They had Justin Fields out there, and then lo and behold, later on, Russell, they put him out there
Yeah.
ready to play the rest of the season and then the playoff. They need to do that. Just
They
do
made
that.
the playoffs with 10 wins. I mean, it's Pittsburgh. Well, one of the reasons why they win a lot more games than they should is they have an excellent place kicker.
Mhm.
Boswell. They do. Let
Mhm.
me see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now people are turning on Flacco like Mike here. They just don't
Yeah.
like Flacco. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have
Mhm.
to. I think he's not doing what he's meant to do. He wasn't meant to throw the ball 45, 50 times a game.
Mhm.
He wasn't. They got to get the thing is once the offense gets its identity with running the ball and play action passing, it'll work. It'll work, and that's what they need. So I think, like I said, these next 2 games will know more about this team than you realize.
Yes. We'll
I
find out.
think, and as far as I know, JJ McCarthy's hurt. He's not playing this week. I don't know if he's going to play in London.
So who's the backup in Vikings?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Carson Wentz
The
against
real
this
test is
defense.
how they play traveling with the excitement of traveling rookies. That's the real test.
Let me
Those
see.
are the real keeping them rookies focused on,
Yeah,
you
Mike, that's right. He meant he never liked him before he became a Brown, which is fine.
hmm
And the situation, it's a hard situation, but you got to stick to the plan. It is. It's hard to stick to a plan when the plan when people react. Let me see. Let me see. Is out 4 weeks, I believe. Okay, JJ McCarthy's out 4 weeks, so he's not playing in London. Because that game's, if I'm not mistaken,
it's
3
after
weeks.
the yeah
It's 3 weeks. If that, well, about 2 weeks. Actually, 2 weeks from Sunday.
yeah.
So, but it's 3 weeks from the last time he played, which was a Sunday
hmm
night again at home against Atlanta. And
hmm
I mean, they got their butts kicked. I don't know if you watched it tonight. Atlanta beat up. I mean, they ran the ball down their throat. They couldn't stop the run. So that's the other thing too. Is just that we did an excellent job limiting the rushing yards and passing yards of Baltimore and Cincinnati, two very good offenses.
Why did we limit and he had Henry? We
Yeah,
limited
Derrick
Derrick.
Henry only had like 45. If they, we
We
must,
we always have Henry's number. I remember at Titans when he was on the Titans, we had a great game against him.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we
So
we can stymie Derrick Henry.
we'll
That's
see
it.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens come Sunday. So I just say people, like I said, yeah, we knew going into this season, this first 6 weeks was going to be tough. We knew this team was probably not going to be a 500 team. We knew this was a strategical pivot year. Was that the way Andrew Barry put it? Okay, and the owner is sticking with his people. He says, "I believe I got the right people in place," and everybody's ready to fire everybody. And then you know what? You know what's going to happen? This is what's going to if they say like they decide to change coach, change GM, do everything. Those same people are going to complain that we don't have stability. Then they're going to complain about the next guy as soon as things don't go well. Then they're going to want to
Mhm.
replace them again, and then they do the same cycle over and over
All
again.
over again. All over again.
I'm old enough to remember seeing this happen over and over again.
Yes. Oh, I've been
We
there.
don't we don't want to go through that. I understand the frustration. I understand you want to win now. I got it. Yes, so do I. I understand. You got to stick to it. Let me see. Best defensive ranking. Yeah, we have the top defense in the NFL. We have the we. I agree. I think we do. And could you imagine if Martin Emerson didn't get hurt? Could you imagine how good this
Oh,
team would
yeah.
be if Quinshawn Judkins didn't have his ankle
hmm
troubles?
hmm
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Do we have depth besides what we could? Where's I didn't write down the roster for. I have a roster sheet quick for offense, but
okay.
not for defense.
While you do that,
Do we have depth?
I'm going to go ahead and pause for a break,
hmm
and we're going to pivot to the UFL Columbus.
Sure.
Once you find that, and we're going to pause for a break from our sponsor right now. All right, how about them sponsors? All right, thank you guys, thank you for joining us again. Did you find that sheet
Nope. It's I found it, but it's only on my. I wrote out the roster for the offense.
for the offense? Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Imagine
I
JOK on this
pulled it
defense
up.
as well. Yeah, I saw. Speaking of which, thank you, Mike, for bringing that up. Did you see JOK's post talking about
Yes,
coming back? Yeah,
yes.
I think
There
he's
is
not going to play this year. He could be back next year.
next year, and it's like
That'd be great.
yes, it's just that JLK needs to understand we're in a crisis right now. Now is not the time for cryptic tweets. Okay, I, this was the day after seeing Baker Mayfield hugging Nick Chubb and
Yeah. Well,
on
you know
Monday
the thing
Night
too about
Football.
Baker Mayfield, people forget. People have a selective memory. I
hmm
remember the tweets, the calls to the shows, and the stories, and everything else. And I remember this. You know who else let him go? Carolina. You know who else let him go? The Rams.
Yes,
He
he
hit
has a
rock bottom.
husband.
He hit rock bottom
hmm
to actually get his head out of his ass
He
against.
had a baby.
He had
He
a
said
baby, and
he said he said he had to find God to straighten things out.
what?
You
Hey,
know what
good
I
for
mean?
him. I am happy
Joe.
for him. I am
Yeah.
happy for him. This shit was 4 years ago. And everybody's now. You know what? You guys are like crazy ex girlfriends from 4 years ago. Okay, you're freaking bipolar. He's gone. He's not
Move
coming back.
on. Move
He's
on.
gone.
Kind of move
Move
on.
to the future. I told John Succi on Monday, your windshield is a lot bigger than your rearview mirror for a reason. Pay attention to what's in front of you.
He is a different person, a totally different person now. He is a dad. He is, I mean, really, it changes you. You know
Yeah.
that.
All right, let's pivot here because I want to get to this because we teased at the beginning of the show. What's going on in Columbus with the UFL? What's that date you were talking about?
Oh, well, there's a lot going on still behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Rapol made news July the 31st, joining The Rock, his ex-girlfriend, and Fox to be owners of the UFL. And then he announced July 31st that there's going to be an expansion. Well, it got leaked. It got leaked that there's going to be expansion, and one of the cities is going to be Columbus. So
Great.
so fast forward to September 8th or so, I reached out to the official handle of Mark Rapol, which is Rapol Stable. Guys, if you're a Browns fan, you want to start following at Rapol Stable, capital REPOLE Stable. It's the official handle for Mark Rapol. He's engaged. He's much better than He's been more engaged than The Rock, which was a big complaint in the UFL community. He's more hands on. He's been a little bit more hands on. So, in preparation for a podcast that I was on, I reached out to Repulse Stable because the UFL is supposedly going to be happening at Lower.com Field. Okay, Lower.com Field. Now, Lower.com Field, I thought it was owned by Haslam. It's owned by the CCA Confluence Community Authority, which is the city of Columbus and Franklin County.
Oh,
That's so, yeah. So I reached out to him and said, "Hey, this is the week that the UFL brand has taken a hit with Andre and what have you. I found this out. I said, please, can you start for the sake of the UFL brand, start, hey, telling people, hey, when the UFL comes to Columbus, the city of Columbus or Franklin County might profit. This is the week to do that." The next day after I DM Repulse Stable, yes, I am taking credit from it because I'm a girl. I'm a narcissistic girl. The next day, on the 9th, he
uh-huh.
drops the announcement that October 8th, he will be announcing more specific details on the expansion of the UFL.
When
Mark
would
your
this team play? Would this team play the spring of 2026 or spring of
Yes. So
2027?
the UFL season, it's perfect. You're going to have football year round, Cleveland Browns fans in the Ohio area. So imagine, picture this: around March is when they'll start practicing for the UFL,
Mm-hmm.
and the season will sometimes start like late March or what have you. And then it lasts the championship of the UFL is usually around June 14th. And so then it's time for the celebrity baseball, softball game. And then August, you've got your Browns. It's going to be awesome, guys. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully it'll bring trickle down effect. It'll bring some jobs in the area and things like
Yep.
that.
So circle the date, October 8th, which is a
Yeah, I want
Wednesday.
to reach
Wednesday,
out to you.
October 8th. We shall
That's a
know.
Wednesday.
Is there a nickname leaked for the team yet? Like,
No, we're
okay.
hoping for any information. Be sure to follow at Repulse Stable.
Okay.
There's newscasters, there's news people at James Larson, by
Uh-huh.
Mike Mitchell. They're really guys that really know their stuff in the UFL. Guys, go ahead and give them a follow because they're really good about the UFL. It's coming to Columbus.
Good. I like to hear it. That's
Mhm.
fantastic. Good news, guys. They're coming to Columbus. All right.
I would
So we
love to
got
be, yeah, I would love to be on your show that Friday to tell them the
yeah.
news
Oh,
about
well,
that.
yeah, yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great. So, yeah, I think we're gonna have Posh with us next week. We got about 11 minutes.
Mhm.
So we talked about the game. People, hey, you see me at the game, say, hey. I've had a couple people do that already. I'm fine with it. Hey, you see me at the Muni lot, see me out downtown. Say, hey, whatever. I'm cool with it. Don't worry, man. It's cool. So,
Mhm.
but I ran into Steve and John. They're doing the Gleam podcast with the Fanatical Loves. I gave him a suggestive name. Call it Analytics This.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Glee.
yeah, because it's a play on the Robert De Niro movie. So,
Yeah,
but anyway. So, thank you all for doing it. Yeah, I walked into this season wanting to see good, clean football. We haven't seen it the first 2 weeks. I want to start seeing that. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the defense. I love what I see from this draft class. I'm not ready to hit the panic button because I just don't do that. I just don't. I'm too old for that crap. So, so I appreciate I appreciate the one thing is that the good thing is the fans, they care. All right,
yes.
they care. The fact that when you stop caring is when it goes wrong.
Oh, yes. Everybody knows
So
that about relationships.
yeah,
Yes.
when you stop giving shit. So we're through 5 innings in Minnesota. Indians 2, Twins 0.
Okay.
Mariners are winning 2-0, and they're at the bottom of the fifth. They're in Houston, and let me take a look here. Oh, the Red Sox took the lead over the Rays in the seventh, 4-3. So, okay. So, like I said, excuse me, jeez, just giving an update. Appreciate
Yeah.
each and every one of you. So, what's this movie that you wanted to talk about? I said if we get time to, we will. Hang on. Red
Okay.
Sox just took
Well,
the lead. Yep, Red Sox just took
okay.
the lead. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what Mike was
Wanted
saying.
to
Yeah.
talk to you about. Yeah, just wanted to see you guys share my little take, my little Gene and Cisco Nierberg take
Siskel and
on.
Ebert.
Yes, take on him. The newest movie of Monkey Paw production of Jordan Peele. Went out on date night with my boyfriend and saw him.
Oh,
The
Detroit already
football.
lost. Okay, let's
Oh,
see.
okay, Detroit lost it. Yeah, okay.
Let me
So
see.
him is a football themed movie with this major star Marlon Wayans, and let's just say he is gone. Gone are the silly days of In Living Color and Scary Movie. Okay, he was phenomenal. Marlon Wayans was phenomenal. He was dramatic. He did an excellent job. This movie, the thing I liked about this movie is it comes down everybody's street. On the woke meter, it comes down everybody's street. It wasn't just bad. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. On the woke meter, it comes
Right.
down everybody's street. It calls out families. But it's horror. It don't bring the kids. Don't bring the
What's
kids.
is it rated R? Is it rated R?
I think it's rated R.
Let me
I think
see.
it's rated.
I'm going
Please
to
check
my
that out.
IMDb app. Yeah.
But
Okay.
what I saw was rated R. Okay.
Well, hey, I might go see it. All right.
Yeah, yes, it was. It comes down everybody's street. It points them out. It points it out. A little heavy-handed with okay. There was one point it was like, okay, we get it. Okay, So that was one point.
Julia Fox is in it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Everyone gave 110%. Your girl is going to like it. You're not going to be bored. Your girl isn't going to be. It's the perfect date
She
movie. It's
yeah. I'll tell you what. You got to understand what my wife. There's like certain scary movies she doesn't like.
okay.
Let's just tell you, like something like The Conjuring or Amityville Horror, The Exorcist, that type of. Is it anything like that? You know what I'm talking about? Like haunted, spiritual, ghosts. You know.
No ghost. But
Yeah,
we'll
let me
talk
read
off
it.
camera because I don't want to spoil it. But I don't want to spoil it. But no ghost like thing. But yeah, no ghost like thing or anything like that. But it was about
It
I
looks
was
like a guy that made a deal with the devil from when I saw the trailers. Is that kind of what it
yeah,
was?
yeah, it is
Okay.
that. Well, yeah, that won't be given. That's not a spoiler. That was been in
So
the
it's kind of
trailer.
like it was like, yeah. People sometimes people like will sell their soul for something they
Yeah,
love. Yeah.
but the thing, like I said, on the Pasha's woke meter, it's not totally bashing the shield. It comes down. I love how he's not bashing the shield totally. It comes down everybody's street, starting
Mhm.
with the first scene. It points out the predatory nature of everybody surrounding. That's why I always say they're more than football. I don't know if NFL cares about that slogan anymore, but Posh believes in that slogan. You know what I mean? But it comes down everybody's street and how the predatory world of football exists. It's not just totally bashing the Shield. It's not. It is not. It's not a woke fest. It's not.
Okay.
It's really balanced.
So you recommend it for people, but also it's got to be their cup of tea if they like it, you know.
You gotta like horror. You gotta like foreboding.
Yeah.
Um, you gotta like that. Okay. Um, it you I see why Jordan fired the people that couldn't get him the script for Weapons. If Because Weapons recently, it was an A movie. Weapons was an A horror movie that was simply perfect. That horror comedy movie, I can see why he wanted that. This almost misses the mark. That's why I'm giving him a B minus. But it Marlon Williams sells it. I believe that boy played football. He sells it, and I believed it. Yeah, I believe it. It's a
All
good
right.
spread.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Well, here we are. We're at the 40 about the 41-minute mark. Thank you for joining us. You could check out Posh at Posh_Clevelander on Twitter. X is what we call it. I'm Lou Marconi at Marconi251 on Instagram and Marconi1973 on X. Thank you all for joining us. Look, we'll be back next week.
Touch some grass.
I'm still go outside, touch some grass. I'm still gonna cover the Browns. I'm still gonna cover the team. I'm still gonna be a fan. I mean, at 52 years old, being a fan since I can remember, basically 45 years. All right, since 1980, because I was 7 years old. And I remember that year. This is an 0-2 start. Please, come on. Is that all you got?
Round and
Really?
round
You got
life,
people trying to run their mouths to me. They'll try to say something to me, and I just look at them. We're the only fan base in the history of sports to fight to keep their team and win.
Wow. Thanks for reminding me of that.
Just please keep that in mind when people want to badmouth the Browns. Yeah, we were given an expansion team in September of 1998, and they had to field that team in July of 1999. And you wonder why it took almost 2 decades to even be relevant. And what I mean by relevant is 2 playoff appearances in 4 years and a playoff win. That's relevance.
The Browns are the Tina Turner of NFL.
Yes. Mike said I didn't go through all that pain to quit now. Thank
Exactly.
you. The people that quit now, you're the reason why gyms are empty by the middle of February. Okay?
Preach. He preached it. He preached it.
Yes. And if you guys ever met me and seen me in person, I don't skip the gym. Okay? You've seen
You
me.
preaching, Lou.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
I might not be Myles Garrett, but I'm a 52-year-old retired wrestler and bodybuilder, so I still lift. I still do that.
No. That's what I talk. These Shador fans. These Shador fans. There was a guy in a space one time, and I tweeted about it in the X space that said, I didn't sign on for this. He's a newer Browns fan. And because of Shador, he goes, I didn't sign out on this. We died. Us old school Browns fans died.
Yeah, you're in for a treat, pal. Stick with us. All right. Hey guys.
It's hard.
Always remember when the river burns, it burns brown and orange. We gotta go. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Mike, for the comments. Always be a Browns fan. No, seriously, that's true. That's why quitters never win and winners never quit.
Exactly.
I know it's cliched.
Yeah, I saw this season. I looked at that Facebook with my limited knowledge and knew I don't see a win for Dolphins. But
I think we definitely got a shot against Minnesota.
Okay.
I think we do. We'll see how Detroit goes too next week.
Keep those monkeys focused, but we're in London, yeah, just stay focused.
Right,
We're to work, guys.